Imagine Canada 25 years from now. A futuristic civilization free of its current flaws, or a slightly warmer place with no changes apart from excessively bloated housing prices. Well, everyone is different, so when answering this, it is important to take into account identity and experience before suggesting any change. With that being said, here's my identity. The year was 2017 and my family decided that we had enough of Albania. The social environment wasn't friendly, the wages were low, and the future? Well, it wasn't looking good. Canada, on the other hand, showed a much more appealing social environment. And due to its lenient immigration system, the choice became obvious. In our eyes, Canada looked like paradise, while Albania looked like the opposite. So we moved to Canada. Coming to Canada meant merging our identity with the Canadian one. The most exposure to the Canadian identity I came across was in elementary school. Most notably, it came from teachers, and how they lied. For good reasons. You see, when a teacher in Canada gives you feedback, they give feedback more gently, and maybe tell a white lie about the quality of your work, especially compared to Albanian teachers who are brutally honest. Canadian teachers give constructive criticism. What is constructive criticism? Well, I'm glad you asked. Constructive criticism is a form of feedback that focuses on delivering critique and negative feedback constructively and positively too. Basically, it's the opposite of telling a student they got a 0 and calling them dumb. So when I noticed this, I decided that constructive criticism was part of the syrup slurping identity. But for the most part, I was just glad I didn't have to deal with Albania's shit. You remember how Canadian teachers are dishonest? Well, guess what? The same thing goes for doctors. You could be laying on your deathbed, and your Canadian doctor will tell you, yeah, there's still hope. Like, no, there's not. There is a good reason behind this, though. Because you can't just tell a patient that they will die. You know, it could just worsen their condition. So there's no good way around it. But I wouldn't complain because in Canada we get free universal healthcare. Albania, on the other hand, relies on private funding. And I don't know how, but it's so messed up in there that one of my relatives was given antibiotics to treat COVID-19.
Oh my god!
Anyways, free healthcare is not the only Canadian policy I love. Introducing the Multiculturalism Act. This basically forces people to not be racist. And in Albania, it doesn't exist. Wow, I'm so surprised. But seeing the vile things that Albanian politicians get away with, you know, it really makes me think, wow, I used to live there. And I absolutely don't care. All that I care about is that I don't gotta deal with racism every day. Like, I swear to God, bro, I can't watch Albanian TV without some white guy with dreadlocks saying the goddamn N-word. So dishonesty is a pretty big part of Canada's identity. Teachers lie about their thoughts, doctors lie about your conditions, and the Canadian government lies about participating in the Vietnam War. You know, the usual. No, but this last part is serious. Canada does messed up stuff like that all the time. But when it comes time to apologize for their mistakes, you'll have better luck getting a response from Joker. Boom, there's our problem. The government is dishonest for no good reason. How do you fix it? I have zero clue. However, I do have an idea. We just need to build a government that's more transparent, with a system that heavily punishes lying and dishonesty, especially for those in leadership positions. This will hopefully solve the problem. But who knows, it could also like set the world ablaze or something. Also, what if someone is really good at lying? You know, every system has its flaws. We just gotta find the one that's better. So, that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.